Yeah, I know. There it is. So here we are. This is one of the Fast Cat boats that comes from Key West and runs down here to Dry Tortugas with all the tourists. Heading out. As you can see, it's going through the little cut here that runs between Garden Key, which is where the fort is, and this key over here on the right, which is Bush Key. This channel was closed. It had silted over and it completely closed. They say after Hurricane Wilma came through a couple of years ago, it reopened. When we came in, we went all the way around the island. We weren't sure if this channel was open or not. It appears that it is, so we may just go out this way. A couple of miles, I guess. Moving around. Here it comes. I'll zoom in a little bit. Don't want to zoom in too far so you can't see it. There he goes out the channel. So with all the turistas going back to Key West. We're still here. We're going to stay here maybe another full day, maybe 2 days. A lot of it areas to snorkel right around here, and fish and all that, so we're gonna hang here for a couple of days. And then also the wind's coming straight from the east to the west. We have to go east, so hopefully we can get a wind change before then, and we can have better sailing, so we don't have to motor flying into the waves all the time. All right, so that's it. There's another boat over here that'll probably be leaving in a couple of minutes. The second tourist boat. They got here about 11 o'clock or something like that in the morning, and then they're heading back. The beach and the island was overrun with all these tourists, and now they're gone. So the only people that'll be left here are the dozen or so people that live in the fort, the rangers and volunteers and whatnot, and people from the 7 or 8 boats that are here. And I don't know if you can see it, but way down in here in that clump of trees, they have a little campground. And there's about 5 or 6 tents and people camping back down in there. I imagine those people come over on these day boats and they just let them stay for a few days or something. Anyway, there's campers down there. Oh, I got it. So, Dry Tortugas. What's to do? Well, here it is. You can see. Here we are. Here's Bon Bon. Sitting on the beach. There's a nice little beach here. We're right here back behind the campground a little bit. Oh, there's Bon Bon showing off her beautiful bathing suit and her big behind. And here you can see, maybe you can see up here a couple tents. We're kind of behind the little campground here. And they got a beautiful little beach. There's the fort. Renovation going on. You hear the generator back there. That runs from the to supply power to the Park Service people and everyone lives here. Now here's the beautiful blue water, very clear. You can see down here some little seaweed and stuff down here. We went snorkeling back along the wall over here. Nice little fish, you know, Sergeant Majors and Bo Gregory's and parrotfish and some snappers and things like that. Real pretty. Out here is Loggerhead Key. Am I filming anything or did it die? I think it died. Oh no, it's still filming. It just looked black. I'm in the sun so I can't see the viewfinder. So there's Loggerhead Key with the lighthouse. We may go over there tomorrow in the dinghy. It's 3 miles from here. Swinging around through the channel. There is a sailboat coming in that was anchored by us, and they went out for the day for a day sail. It's named the Gitano, a little schooner rig. Seems to roll a little bit. They're coming through the channel, which goes along here, back past the wall, and then on the other side of the fort, back over here, is where the anchorage is, anchored just right over there. So there we are. Fun things to do at Fort Jefferson, on Garden Key, Dry Tortugas. All right, it's Tuesday evening. Sun is just now going down at dry Tortugas. Just wanted to show you what the harbor looks like tonight. Some new boats. Got a nice big boat over here came in. Linda C was here the other day. Ellen was too. Here's another one. As you can see, there's a few more boats. I think there's about a dozen boats here tonight. A couple of them had a hard time anchoring. This sailboat, I don't know if you can see right behind it. I'll try to zoom a little bit. The superstructure of a big old cabin cruiser back there. He tried for like an hour to anchor. He tried all over the place. Finally got his hook down. This little motor boat here, this Albin, I think Bonnie and I saw him in Key West Harbor a couple of nights ago. He looks like a guy that came in and anchored kind of in front of us. We didn't speak to him, but... And there's the beautiful sunset. Those trees are the campground here at Fort Jefferson. Another sailboat right there. And our neighbors across here. Little sailboat there, and the big old sport fisherman here. So big that you can't even see it all. I don't know if you can hear it for the wind, but all the birds. Over here, it's probably, you can't really see it in this camera, I'm sure, but there's a big cloud of sooty terns and brown noddies in there. This is the only place in the United States where they nest, I think, both species, among other things, frigate birds and roseate terns and various things. So that's it for the evening at Fort Jefferson, dry Tortugas. We missed it earlier. There was a law enforcement boat going from boat to boat to boat to boat, boarding all the boats, checking your registrations and things, but we weren't one of them. So we leave you with a little bit of a sunset over dry Tortugas as the sun goes down, slowly, slowly, slowly. With the sailboat in the view there. Alright, now we're on top of the fort on one of the bastions, which is the little octagonal things that stick out from the fort so they can protect their own walls and the moat down there. You see the lighthouse over here, sort of on the, I guess, the eastern side of the fort. You can see down there are the sailboats. The one furthest to the left is the Bonnie Blue, our boat down there. And over here is Bush Key. This little low-lying key. You can't see it, but there's swarms and swarms and swarms of birds on there, making lots of racket. Mostly brown noddies and sooty terns that anchor there, and all protected species, and they only nest there in the United States. This little channel between here, the Garden Key and Bush Key, was a deep channel, and then it had silted over completely all the way over to the fort here, and then Hurricane Wilma came through and it opened up again a little bit. Although there's not really channel markers on it, we watched several boats, including the big tourist boats, go through here. And when we leave, day after tomorrow probably, we're going to take that channel. So as you can see, the darker water, blue, blue, sail on through, white, white, you just might, brown, brown, run aground, green, green, nice and clean. So you can see the brown, brown on the sides there where you'll hit. We'll stay in the blue, blue. As it goes around, you can see a couple little danger markers. They're not really channel markers. And then out here is a spot, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little green buoy in the water right there. And then it goes around here to this marker out here, a little white marker you might see. That's called Iowa Rock. And the reason for that being called Iowa Rock is a big ship in the 1800s named the Iowa went aground there and was stuck for like 14 hours or something. So a lot of times they do tend to name their rocks and reefs things after ships that go aground, like Alligator Reef or Newport Reef. And just have a look at the beautiful blue and green waters.